So, my name's Ed Frawley. My wife and I own Leerburg. And I have another question and answer that came into our Ask Cindy portal on the front of Leerburg.com. And as I always say, you don't need to be a customer of Leerburg to ask a question on training or behavioral problems, breeding, some medical questions, and we'll answer them to the best of our ability. This is a question from a person that wants to know if she can have two dogs together and neither one of them acts like a dominant dog. I think she's concerned that one of them will become dominant and she can have some problems with it. I'll explain as I go through and read this because there are some interesting things here. And people that are new to dogs, people that are new to having two dogs, people that are new to having their dog go on walks with friends who have a dog. There's information here that can help all of those people. So, hi Cindy, I have bought and watched the course on how to establish pack structure, and I have a question regarding dog behavior during play. I'm researching as much as I can on the subject of dog body language and signs that could prevent a dog bite. And that's good. In this situation with a female and a male that meet on a regular basis, so these are two dogs that don't live together. They're dogs where where the person has a friend with another dog. We have structured walks and play. Is it possible that neither of them will be dominant over another one? For example, the German Shepherd female is 3 years old and the German Shepherd male is 4 years old. They no longer play as much when they meet. They prefer fetch play games with a ball or go on calm walks together. I always thought my female is dominant, but after watching, I'm no longer sure of that. I have a video of them playing if you'd like to see it. Thank you so much for your excellent course. I agree with everything that's discussed in the course and feel like every new dog owner should have it, as it would help eliminate a lot of issues with reactive dogs and reactivity in dogs. That's a nice thing for her to say. So Cindy went on to say, there's a couple of ways to think about this. Number one, how were these dogs introduced? In this case, it sounds like they did a really good job introducing them. And the best way to introduce two new dogs together when they're adult dogs is take them on walks together, where each person has a dog on a leash. You have to figure out how these dogs are going to react. You don't just take them out in the backyard and throw a ball and let them go and see who's going to end up with that ball. That's a good way to find yourself in the need of how to break up a dog fight without getting hurt. And I've got a really good video on Leerburg about that. And it's dangerous, and I've done it 1,000,000 times. Maybe not 1,000,000. Okay, 900,000 times. Anyway, I used to breed German Shepherds for 35 years for police work. I learned the hard way on how to introduce new dogs together. Cindy goes on to say that every dog in every situation is different. You only need to go to a dog park to look at body language on dogs. And we don't recommend dog parks for any reason. You know why? I don't know the next dog that's going to come through that gate. I don't know if it's a dog that's been a dog fighter its whole life. I don't know if it's a guy who thinks that his pit bull is the toughest dog walking around on earth and nobody's going to push my dog around. That happens. Search Google for dog fights at dog parks. Search Google for dogs that were killed in dog parks. So I'm on a rant here because I have always been against dog parks. I have a very detailed article on Leerburg that you can search and read. And it's been shared with a lot of communities that want to. We have a dog park in our own community. It's just, I don't know. So anyway, Cindy said, we have two older dogs. One is 12 and one is 8. And they are the way your dogs are. They like to be with one another. We can take them on walks. They almost ignore one another on the walks. They have their own little things they like to sniff on, and we can throw a ball, we can throw a toy. One will go get it, and the other one will see, okay, he's got it, I'll leave him alone. Do it the other way, and the other dog that was left alone will go get it, and the other dog will leave it alone. Good manners, but I think it's good manners because it's how we've managed these dogs from day one when we got them. We are always ready to step in and stop anything. We don't allow one dog to jump on the other dog to show it's dominant. That is a dangerous, dangerous thing to do. And it's a good way for either the dog or you to get hurt. She said, our other dogs always need some form of direct supervision in case someone gets too pushy, too possessive over the toys, or too excited and all amped up. And that's the truth. You can have a scenario where the dogs are getting along pretty good. Let's say you have a couple of dogs that really, really, really like a tennis ball, and we live on 45 acres and most of it's cut grass and training areas. And if we take the dogs down to the training field and one of them gets too amped up, we need to step in and stop it. We need to stop playing ball at that point in time and take them for a walk. So really what it comes down to is using a little bit of common sense and trying to prevent a problem before the problem develops. And that's kind of what this person has done. I got to give her a lot of credit that she's trying to prevent a problem before it happens. And a little bit of forethought goes a long way. Cindy went on to say, thank you for the kind words for our business. We truly appreciate it. It makes all the work that we do worthwhile to get an email like this every now and then. So the course she's talking about here is a course I did a number of years ago titled Establishing Pack Structure with the Family Pet. And we'll put the URL on the screen right now.